everybody. Welcome to the Angela Anderson Show, where we are helping moms live their dream while taking care of their family. I am your host, Angela Anderson. Just to give you a little bit about why I created this show, it's a result of a virtual summit that I hosted last summer of 2022. And the name of that summit was Get Your Life on Track, Walk in Your Purpose. The focus was on mothers who wanted to identify their purpose and live it fully while taking care of their family. So, for 14 days straight, I interviewed top speakers, influencers, and they all shared information and great tips that assisted mothers in finding their purpose, pursuing their goals, and living their dream, all while taking care of their family. If you see the theme, that is my thing. We can do this all while taking care of our family. So there was such a popular demand. So I created this talk show where I will continue to empower moms out there to see their value, understand their importance, and reclaim their identity. So today I have a special guest with me, and I'm going to read her bio to you rather. Her name is Belina Buisson-Wright. She is a native Floridian of a Haitian American descent. Belina went to college to become a teacher and taught for 8 years until she began to homeschool her children. During her years of classroom instruction, she began experimenting with acrylic paints. Belina is a self-taught artist that believes her ability to paint is a God-given gift. She is fascinated by the music, art, clothing, and customs of various cultures. Her art is strongly influenced by her Haitian and African American heritage. She tries to capture its vibrancy in her work. She enjoys painting people in their element, from the extreme to the simple and mundane, whether it's laughing, dancing, singing, or working. Her Haitian influenced pieces usually depict tall, stylized women holding baskets, and most recently, women dancing. Belina believes there is grace, strength, and beauty in these women. She has participated in various traditional and online exhibitions, nationally and internationally. She resides in Central Florida with her husband, Stephen, and their 4 children. So we are going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk with Belina.
Someone once said that life is a journey. Every now and then I convince myself that I have it all figured out. All of a sudden, life throws me a curveball and I find myself between a rock and a hard place. Through it all, the pervading theme is that God is constantly pursuing me. Just when I thought I knew God, He reveals Himself to me in a different way. I now realize that His purpose is to achieve a deeper level of intimacy with me, no matter what it takes. His main concern is the end result, which is to live with Him in eternity. He loves me that much, and the same holds true for you.
And now I want to bring out our special guest, Belina. Hey,
Hi,
Belina.
Angela. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much
Great.
for having me.
Oh my goodness, thanks for coming to the show. I'm excited that you're here. Let's get right into it. So, what is your current profession?
I am a visual artist. I am a God-taught visual artist. I started painting as a hobby, really, in about 2002, and I just paint and had babies, paint and had babies, paint and had babies, and paint and had babies.
I love it.
And I just put the paintings in the closet and thought nothing of it. And a friend of mine came to my house and she was like, "Why don't you put this on Facebook?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know." And I put them on Facebook and I got such a positive response that I just started to put more of my work on. And then one day somebody was like, "Are you selling that?" And I was like, "Yes." Yes, I am.
Uh-huh. It's like ding.
Yeah. It had never occurred to me to
Right.
sell them. I was just, trying to do something other than teach and mom,
Right. Right.
And you know, I saw someone on TV painting, and her slogan was "Anyone can paint." And I said, "Okay, let me try." And I
Wow.
bought all her materials, and I just started practicing and just doing her style. And then I realized that I didn't have my own particular style. I was just copying what she did, just to learn technique.
Right.
And I just prayed. I said, "Lord, please help me to find my own style."
Yes.
And one day I had a box like something like this. I usually paint on boxes when I first started. And
Right.
I had the box, and I just drew this woman, this Haitian woman with her hair scarf, and she was holding a baby, and I just painted it. And I was like, okay. And I just continued to paint more of those faceless women,
Yes.
to try to paint more Haitian artwork, because I didn't know how to, but I knew what symbols or what themes that I often saw when I did go to Haiti to visit. And so
Right.
those images just came out as I was drawing, and I was trying to find my way. I was painting fruit and boats and all kinds of things. And the
Yes.
ones that resonated most with people were these women, these
Yeah.
Haitian women with these scars, and these community, these people, these moms,
Right.
and a lot of the things that you see in Haiti are these women with babies, or they have these huge baskets, and they're up early in the morning, and they're going out to sell, and they coming back, and they're trying to provide for their family. They're doing all they can. It's not that fathers don't do the same thing, but it's
Right.
just that you just see that so uh, much more prevalently, and so those are the images that I painted mostly of, and that's what
Right.
resonated with people. So
Right.
I am a
Right.
visual contemporary Haitian artist,
Love
God
it.
taught.
Love it. And I love in your description what you said. Well, um, going back just a sentence or two to what you said, it's like what resonated with you or the women, and
Mm-hmm.
what they do, and caring for their children, and
Yeah,
working the baskets on the head and just doing it, like clockwork, because
yeah,
as moms, that's what we do. you
yeah,
know we don't realize it. We may not have baskets on our head, but you understand what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's like
Burdens,
right.
things we have to deal with. Mm-hmm.
Right. And we don't really think about it, because it just has to get done.
Yeah,
We have people depending on us, our children, our spouses, even if you don't
yeah,
have a spouse, the people around you. And that's what makes us stronger, I think,
yeah, yeah.
as women. Something else, Belina, that I absolutely love when I see your posts on IG, Instagram, and even what you just said, you just you tried it, you know,
Yeah.
you tried it. And um, a lot of us are just afraid to try,
Mm-hmm.
to even put a foot forward and just be like, what if I tried this? You know,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot to be said, because what do you have to lose if you sit
Exactly.
there, right? Like, what if you kept that painting in your closet? You know,
Exactly. You
and
know.
you wouldn't be where you are now. um you wouldn't have posted it on Facebook. Someone wouldn't have made an offer. And
Yeah,
then from there, it's almost like everything just developed,
it did. It
but
did.
you had to put your foot forward. um Talk to us a little bit about, um you know I love when you say, your God-given gift.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you, while you were a teacher, what did you teach? What grade level did you teach? What subject did you teach?
I taught in private school. I taught
Okay.
in our Advanced education system. I taught third grade through sixth grade and some eighth grade courses. I taught all the subjects.
Okay.
Uh,
So
yeah, all of them.
so it's not like you majored in art,
No,
right?
no, no, not at all. It was funny because I would have to teach art to the students, and we would have to do the activities, and I would put the kids' art up on the wall in the hallway, and I would put my sample pieces up in the hallway. And parents were like, are you? They're like, are you sure you're not an artist? I was like, no, not at all. They're like, really? You really should do. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. It's just, I've always
Right.
been interested in it, but I've never um, taken any classes or
Right.
anything. It was just God. When I was about 24, about 20, yeah, about 24 years old,
Hmm.
I just tried with the technique the lady said and just
Yep.
practiced.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. And a lot of times when we don't know that we have a
Hmm.
talent or have an
Yeah.
inkling, we have to listen to the cues around us.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, those parents who were like, "Are you sure you're not an artist? Wait a second. Didn't I see this in a magazine somewhere? It's like the little comments that kind of push you
Yes,
into your calling, you know.
exactly.
Um, and then a lot of times that is what builds us up, builds the
Definitely.
confidence, you know. And then in doing that, I feel like you're encouraging others,
Hopefully.
to do the same. So let me ask you this. You talked about, you were painting and then having babies and painting and having babies. You have 4 children,
Yes.
and, painting takes time. Painting
Hmm.
takes time.
Yeah.
I've watched a video or two and watched people paint. And it's not
Yeah.
just you just sit there and paint. There's the
Hmm.
sketching, there's the,
Yes.
and I'm a novice, so I don't know.
Hmm.
But I would imagine, let me ask you this. How long does it usually take? And I know this is a general question because it's just going to
Hmm.
depend on the type of painting that you do,
Yes. Hmm.
but
Hmm.
average, how long does it take for you to complete a painting?
Mm. Sometimes it can be a week. Sometimes it takes months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. It depends on how big the piece is and how much detail is in the piece. It can
Awesome.
take a very, very long time.
Wow.
But you going back to what you were talking about, painting with the kids, I gave the day to the kids and my husband in the house. That was the day. At
Right.
nighttime, when everybody was asleep, I just put in my earphones. I just go to my little area and I would just paint. I would
Yes.
just paint for hours. And that's the only reason why I got painting done
Right.
is because everybody was asleep and I know I didn't have to get up and do and do and do and do. But
Right.
just that little bit of quiet time, those few hours in the night, just paint, and
Yes.
and to me painting is very spiritual because there's a lot of talking with God when I'm
Yes.
painting, when I'm listening to music and the music, the word, God speaks to you through music. He
Yes.
speaks to you. And so just things that I have been praying about, things that I'm concerned about, just even finishing the painting. Lord, I don't know how to finish this painting. Lord, give me wisdom on how to
Hmm.
finish this. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, and then I'm just grabbing my brush and just like, and I just can't
Right.
stop until I get it done. So just that quiet time
Hmm.
was just
Yep.
perfect to just get it done. And I think what moms do, we need to get away and get some quiet time to get some things done. Just make a pocket of time somewhere,
Hmm.
even 5 minutes. You would be surprised how much you can get done in 5 minutes of
Yes.
just ideas.
Hmm.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
I love that. And a lot of times when I coach moms, that is something that I say, that the time, quiet time, right?
Yes.
Um, Even if you said, even if it's just 5 minutes, 5 minutes of focused time is
Yes.
so powerful.
Definitely.
Sometimes even more powerful and more productive than having an hour where you're just all over the
Yes.
place and your
Yes.
mind is racing.
Mm-hmm.
And I can definitely empathize with the quiet at night when everyone's asleep, or the early
Mhm.
mornings when everyone is still
Yes.
asleep, because there's a
Yes.
difference. And
Mhm.
especially, just even if it's the voices, even if they're not saying mom, mommy, which they usually are, but like even if it's just the banter around it, it's different when it's just you. For me,
Yes.
it's writing, but
Mhm. Mhm.
in terms of painting, just you, your canvas, your
Yeah.
brushes, and it's almost therapeutic. It's
It
almost like,
is.
yeah, you look
It
forward to it.
is.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love that. And I think, in the way that you said that, you talk to God, God looks forward to that quiet time. Like,
Yes.
all right, Belina's
Yes.
getting ready to paint. This is
Exactly.
our time
You know?
together, you know.
Exactly.
And that's how he uses you
Mhm.
in the
Yeah.
painting, in what you're doing. So,
Mhm.
wow, I think that's amazing.
Thank
Um,
you.
what do you think is, one of the greatest challenges that, that you had being a mom, having, this, painting, um, profession, the artist that you are,
Mhm.
and just handling all of that?
Uh, Challenges that I had
Yeah, like,
was just trying to juggle it all,
yeah,
you know. And
yep,
nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. If something is getting done, something is else is not.
right. And you have to accept that,
Yeah,
right? If something's
exactly.
getting done, something's not. And, and
Yeah.
not to cut you off, but,
No, go ahead.
I
Yeah.
struggle with that. I
Mhm.
struggle with that still. But it's like you have to almost, in your mind, program yourself. It's
Yes,
okay.
it is. It really is.
Yeah. So yeah,
It
juggling it
is.
all, as you said, some things are going to get done and some things are not.
Yes, exactly. Like like if I'm doing homeschool, well, when my kids were younger, when I'm doing homeschool and I have to do a painting or I have an exhibit or something, the laundry may be up to here. Or if I'm trying to finish some work and then my girl's hair is like this. But
It's the truth.
but after the exhibit is done, after I've submitted the paintings, okay, we need to do that, get a good wash in, let's do it. You know, and that's okay. It's
Yep.
okay. We have to get rid of this. I am superwoman. I can do everything, and then everything is in place all the time. No, it's not. We are human.
That's right.
We're human, and
Right.
it's okay. It's okay. Cheerios for dinner sometimes.
Eat up. Second helping.
Waffles and scrambled eggs. I
Right.
mean,
Hey, don't knock it.
sometimes.
Breakfast for dinner is good.
Yes, it is.
Get your food
It's
when you get
great. Exactly. They're gonna eat everything, and then you
there.
can
Right.
put them in the bed.
No fussing.
Child,
What is this? You know what it is? Eat it.
do what works for you. Excuse me. Do what works for you. Do what works for your family. And there's no shame in not having everything done.
Right.
We're human, and it's okay. It's okay.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, all of that is just, we can sit here and laugh because we know,
Yeah,
we know. And any mom listening right now, you know.
exactly.
What do they say? If you know, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
But, but I love the way that you, there's a solution for the
Yeah.
challenge, and that's basically what you were saying. Um, so what can we say to the moms out there, um, and not final words or anything like that,
Hmm.
but to the mom who is struggling to, um, not so much find their purpose, but let's just say they have this dream in their heart. They have this goal, and they're just so apprehensive. They're a little bit scared. Uh,
Hmm.
what can we say to encourage a mom out there?
Um, I had the same issues. Fear was the biggest thing. And a lot of my posts talk about fear and overcoming fear. and just take a simple step forward. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything in place. Just start, and start with what you have. And you don't have to have state of the art equipment. You don't have to have, all the things.
Yes.
Just start. And it doesn't matter what you do. Somebody may not like it, and you got to be okay with that, But just putting it out there, somebody is out there waiting to hear exactly what it is that you have to say, what it is that you have to write, what it is that you have to sing, what it is that you have to create. Somebody is waiting for you, and you cannot let fear stop you from putting something out that that you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You can do it. Even as a mom, you can do it. And it can be small. It can be small, but just one step forward is still in the direction of where you're trying to go.
Yes.
So step by step.
Yeah.
Step by step. One thing at a time. You can't Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right.
One step at a time.
I love it. I think that's the perfect message. And it just reminded me, almost gave me chills a little bit. Even this talk show, I shared it with a couple people that I wanted to do. I'm like, oh yeah, I want a talk show. I want a studio and all these things. And I'm like, you know what though, but let me just wait a little bit because, I know like these shows that are out there, they probably have guests lined up, like 30 deep, and months in advance and all the shows and everything. And finally someone said to me, Angela, just start, just do it. But I'm not ready, but all the excuses. And I said, you know what? Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yes.
Fear and do it anyway. And, I launched just this past April and I'm committed, it's like Wednesday, 4 p.m. You all are going to see, you all are going to hear.
Yeah.
And regardless, you can't think about who's watching, who's not watching. Oh, I didn't, No, like you said, there's someone, even if it's one person, who can benefit, who can grow, then I know that the show is not in vain.
Exactly.
Then your paintings are not in vain. When people look and they're like, oh my goodness, look at that, and how can I get that, and what, et cetera.
Exactly.
But you know what? You just received a grant.
Yes.
I saw the post and I said, oh my goodness, that is so amazing. Tell us about your grant.
Thank you so much. A friend of mine told me about it. My coworker, she told me when I was doing the internship, she told me, she was like, there's this grant that's how you should apply for. And I was just like, same thing, fear. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. And I just waited. It was almost like the week before it was time to turn it in. I was like, okay, let me just turn it. Let me just write it. Let me just do it. And you know what? Actually, the Lord was just like, when you feel the Holy Spirit is just like,
they're not going to let you. Yeah.
No, he's not going to let you sit. I was like, okay. I'm going to just turn it in. I'm just turning it in. And then I did the application. I turned in everything. And I was just looking at the requirements and stuff, and I was like, oh no, what if I don't have this? Oh, they're not going to pick me. Oh, and I'm just driving myself crazy. I was like, oh no, I did this one wrong. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have did it the right way. I was like, oh no, I'm never going to get this grant. And I'm just freaking out.
Well, the negative ones.
Yes. And then I just happened to look at my email. Mind you, I had the email hours and didn't even know. I just happened to check my email and I was just like, I just screamed. And my family looked at me like, what is wrong with you? I was like, I got the grant. I was just like, oh my goodness. And I got the grant. I was shocked. And so now I was like, okay, now I have to do it.
That's right. No excuses. It's seriously, and God's like, I told you.
Exactly. And then a friend of mine just told me, 2 friends of mine this week just told me, okay, if God gave it to you, he gave you everything you need to get it done.
Right.
You can do it. If he gave it to you, you can accomplish it. So I'm like, okay.
That's awesome. So tell us your plans. Like, what are your plans with the grant? What do
Okay.
you, yeah.
All right. So the grant, it's an independent artist grant. It is for artists to do a project that involves the community to share culture. So I was like, oh, my culture, of course I'm going to share Haitian culture. So what it is, it's going to be a multi-sensory exhibition. So it's going to be art, food, music, dance, literature, history of Haitian culture,
Mhm.
and I'm going to invite creatives in the Central Florida area to show our Haiti to the community. So I am sending out a call to artists, musicians, caterers in the Haitian community so that we can show our culture to the community, as well as highlight these businesses, these artists. A lot of times I've been in exhibitions where I felt like um, they didn't do a lot to showcase my work and what I do. So I want, now that I have the opportunity, whoever is going to take part in this, I was like, I want your social media, I want your website, I want commercials, I want everything that you have to showcase and bring to the forefront these other businesses. So it's like I get an opportunity, so now let's bring some other people up too to get some other opportunities as well. So I am calling for creatives in Central Florida, dancers, bands, authors, artists, photographers. I'm looking for you because in February 2024, I want to share. It's called Experience the Culture of Haiti. So
Love
sponsored
it.
by United Arts of Central Florida.
Love
And
it.
also it will be at Artists with a Purpose Gallery in Leesburg. So I'm
Nice.
excited.
That is very exciting. That is amazing. Excited
Thank
for you. And
you.
it's always great to look forward to projects.
Yes.
You still feel that you're excited. You still
Yeah.
have that like butterflies in your stomach, because it's like
Yes.
nerves, a little bit of anxiety, but it's just
Hmm.
excitement. And then you have to silence the negative
Yes.
voices. Oh, but what if
Definitely.
this and what if that and da, da, da. Like,
Exactly.
remind yourself, Belina, of how you even got here, how
Yes.
you weren't going to apply for it and you got the nudge to apply for it and it was yours. It's almost like it had your
Amen.
name on it, right?
Wow.
You
Yes.
It was yours. All you had to do
Don't make me
was
cry.
take a step forward, right? But that's how God works, right? I have this
Yes.
for you. I have this for you. Just come get it.
Hmm.
Just do what I've equipped you to do, right? Just do
Yes.
what I've take this part and do your part, right? He can't do that
Exactly.
part for us, right?
Yes. And just that little bit. That's all
Mhm.
you have to do. And he does the rest.
Yes, yes. And we have to keep that in mind. Ladies, moms out there, just think about that for a moment.
Hmm.
Um, you have a purpose and
Yes.
you have a calling. And
Hmm.
what you have to do is walk in it, go
Yes.
get it. Whatever that
Yes.
talent is, whatever that dream is. We know you're scared because we were there too. We still
Yeah.
have goals now that are it's huge, it's big, and it's scary,
Hmm.
but God's like, listen, I got you, you
Amen.
know. So you just gotta do it. And
Amen.
that's why we're
Yeah.
here to encourage you.
That's right.
So if we were to leave moms with just one success tip or word of encouragement, Belina, or just a single action today, what would it be?
Just to reiterate what we already said, it was just take that first step,
Yeah.
get some quiet time, and just start with what you have. Keep it
Yes.
simple. Just start with
Yes.
what you have, and you can do it. We
Yes.
believe in you.
Yes. You can do it. We believe in you. And
Yeah.
for the moms who are out there, and if you don't believe you can do it, I can help you believe that you can. I am a life coach for moms, for those who don't know. And I encourage moms, as we said in the beginning, to find their purpose, identify it, and then actually live it fully while you're taking care of your family.
Yes.
A lot of times we convince ourselves that we can't do it concurrently, and you can. As Belina has already said, it's not that you're going to do the whole thing it's just little steps, and there are certain things that you need. But let's get you there, okay? You can schedule a free consultation with me. It's right across the screen there, www.chatwithcoachangela.com, chatwithcoachangela.com. Schedule a free consultation with me, and we will talk about it and get you going to where you need to be. And for those of you who have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please go ahead and do so. It is at the Angela Anderson Show. I know there's another Angela Anderson out there that you might see because she's been out there a long time and I'm just getting started, but keep scrolling till you find me and hit the subscribe button so you don't have to scroll anymore. You'll get notified every time the show comes on, Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm also on Spotify for those of you who want to just do the audio. And it's the Angela Anderson Show. Just hit the follow button and you will also be notified when the show is out. Belina, thank you so much for coming on to the show. It has been wonderful.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You have been great, and you have shared so much with us that we can just take back with us and hang on to it. And these shows, just keep playing them over and over again, because sometimes you go back and you hear something that you didn't hear the first time, and it's something that will resonate with you and actually help you in your journey. So until next time, everyone, thank you so much for watching the Angela Anderson Show. Take good care.